for 6 years, and I flex her every time I get on her. So I'm going to flex him to the right to let him know that me pulling on the right rein doesn't mean move his feet. So he's going to move. And I'm going to hold that right rein until he stops. Then I'm going to let go. I want him to know that I can pull on that rein and him not move his feet. The only thing that moves his feet is are my feet. That's the gas pedal. This is the reins are controlling his face. So we'll flex you both ways. Then I'm going to say to him, move his nose. Then my leg's going to say go somewhere. We all get in the habit of straddling a horse, swinging a leg over, and just taking off. Horses are creatures of habit. They say before this person has a chance to kick me in the rib, I'm going to walk off. And we allow them to do it. So I will do it everywhere I go. I'll stop the horse, release, sit, hold, and I'll flex him. Now, it's not through the hand only. I want this horse to understand when I softly touch him with my inside leg, to give me the nose. When I touch him with my right leg, not energy leg, just touching. It's like touching the hair on his side. If he can feel a fly and flick that off, you see horses flick those flies off, he can feel my leg come in and touch the hair. That tells him, I'm not literally feeling a rib push. I'm saying, for him to move his nose to the right, he has to move his rib to the left, slightly. So my leg, I'm trying to associate my leg. So I'm going to touch him with the hair. He doesn't give to the leg. I'm going to give him a quick little pull and say, pay attention to that. Not to this. Pay attention to that leg. When they do it, I'm going to release the leg and let him go back to neutral. So he should do this anywhere you want to stop, that you flexes off the inside leg. So I'm going to flex him around here a little bit and see what he knows through his face. So I'm just dental floss, what I call dental flossing a little bit, and releasing. As soon as he gives me his chin, I'm going to release him. He gives me his chin, I'm going to release him. He is, Brenda, what did you say, he's half Arab?
Yes, it's grandfathered by Kimo Sabi.
So he's an upright built horse, cute horse, like him. But like I said before, there's no reason, this horse grazes, I know he can graze, so there's no reason for him to go around in there like this. I mean, there is, because that's how he's built, how his ancestors did, but there's no reason that I can't say, through my leg and my hands, you need to go down. Now, we can put gear on them.
Yeah.
We can put running martingales, we can put German martingales. I'm going to keep you walking. We can put German martingales, but if you don't know how to use them correctly, then they become not the tool they were designed for. The horse becomes dependent upon them. I want him dependent upon me. So I'm going to squeeze him with my leg, touch his mouth. When he tries to give me his neck, I'm going to let go. And now, this is the same thing I do to babies. I say, hey, good boy, stretch that neck. Get down there, get soft. I'll leave him alone for a minute. Let him touch around. Keep encouraging him. Then I'll take a hold of him a minute. Say, hey, let's try to lower that neck again. I'm going to squeeze with my feet. He's going to resist. Every time he resists, I'm going to let go. Squeeze with my feet. Resist. Good. Good boy. Good boy, and let go. There's no reason why this Arab can't walk around like a quarter horse.
Quarter horse in him, so it's there.
We'll get half of it out of him now. Maybe half his neck will get down. So we keep playing with that a little bit. Now, we talked about the earlier lesson you saw I was riding the horse up. You'll be able to ride this horse up. That won't be a problem. But till I get the relaxation of the neck, and that's what I talked about earlier, this part of the neck is what the muscle is we want to work. Not the under part. When he lifts his head like this, he releases this one and lets the bottom one work. So I'm trying to stretch that upper neck by saying, you need to go down before I lift you up. So we'll send you down, come backing up on the rein, backing up on the rein, backing up, but encouraging him to start pointing his nose a little bit, backing up on the rein. And you can go into a circle if you're having trouble straight ahead. you can do the same thing on the circle. Backing up, backing up, backing up. So forward's the most important thing. When he locks it up, you don't do this at the stop yet. You teach him this at the walk, because at the stop, they holler the backs too much and they throw their heads up and brace on you. So you keep him forward energy going forward. Eventually, about 30 minutes of this, we'll be able to do it at the walk. I mean, at the stop. Once he understands that the leg, what I try to literally think is, my leg is going under his belly to lift his back to send his head down. Now, I wish my legs were 7 foot tall, so I could 7 foot long, so I could touch my spurs together right in the middle of the belly underneath, and I could really lift one up. So we'll send him down. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Any confidence building in a horse, you are the alpha leader, but he is not, he doesn't have to be afraid of you to be an alpha leader. Everybody thinks you've got to beat a horse up to be an alpha leader. You have to get his attention, and then you can be on, I'm 1 iota above him right now. That's 16th of an inch above him in the pecking order. And that's all I need to do. Now, it doesn't mean he won't try to challenge me, and I'll have to reestablish it. But at this time, he's saying, okay, I'll kind of do that. Now, I'm going to squeeze him into a little trot. Now, what I'm going to do is try to threaten him. Like I said, I don't know anything about this horse. I don't know who rode him so far. I'm liking what I see. I don't know his story. I don't know what his resistance is. But I still have to take control. I have to test to what he knows. So I'm going to do it like I would a little more advanced horse. I'm going to threaten him with my hands before I squeeze him off. I'm going to pre-warn him. Squeeze him. There's the resistance. I'm going to keep it forward, 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 forward. Good. Good. Petty. Forward, forward, forward. What he wants to do is hollow his back before he drops. He wants to throw his head up, so I'm going to say, that's what we're going to do now. We're just going to walk, and I'm going to keep pestering that mouth until, if I irritate his mouth enough, and the second he gives me something, I'm going to reward him. If he's smart at all, he will say, man, I don't want that to happen anymore. I'm just going to keep my head there when he makes connections, instead of getting after, throwing my head up and creating more energy. I mean, more force. So I'm going to take a hold of him softly. Again, good. Release him. Take a hold of him. Rip. There's resistance. More leg, release. So the leg has to increase, because if it doesn't increase, he'll quit and distract. He'll just stop and refuse. I'm going to change direction just for the boredom of it. So he's not so bored. There, he's starting to accept that a little better. Little left leg for bend. It's not only left hand, it's left leg for bend, just like we did when we were flexing. He has to understand that it comes through the leg. The hand assists what the leg does. That's what you see, that little tail ringing. I don't feel it giving his ribs, so I'm touching with my spur a little bit to say, get your rib over there as I pull your nose to the left. If you'll just move your rib, I won't have to pull on your face so much. Rattling, rattling, encouraging, encouraging. Good boy, good boy, good boy. And relaxing is what drive. Good. Good. Letting go of a horse on a loose rein is, you can't teach a horse anything on a loose rein. We can ride around in a big floppy rein your whole life. You can get through life, but you can't teach him anything. You can't teach him to use the back. You can't teach him to slow the trot down. Because the only way they can slow the trot down is he rides his rear end farther and use his back. So once he gives me what I want, then I'm going to soften to him and say it's about self-carriage. As much, I'm showing what I want him to carry. And say, can you carry it that way by yourself? He's doing a fine job. He's had some resistance through his mouth. But once I got him rolling the way he was supposed to, he maintained himself nice. I just don't want to have to say, I'm going to give you a loose rein and trot you off when you do this. I want to tell you how I want to do it. I want to say, give me that face. So I'm going to challenge him as we're trotting now. I'm going to say, give me some more face. Give me some more neck down as we're trotting. Give me some more neck down. Give me some more neck down as we're trotting. Good boy. Give me some more neck down as we're trotting. Everything we're doing two-handed is assuming what we're going to do one-handed. Good boy. Good boy. We don't, if you've noticed, old school was we used to do this. We'd separate outside our hips and we'd grab them. But how am I going to do that two-handed? I mean one-handed, when I'm riding one-handed. I want to keep my hands close together and come back and up on the rein. Like my two hands are one. So eventually, when I'm riding one-handed, I can come back and up on the rein. There's a resistance, leg on, back and up on the rein, like I would do it one-handed. My hands would be close together. Good. Rattling again. Good. Because the resistance is just there. I want to see the resistance. I don't want to go around on a loose rein because he's doing so pretty. He's looking gorgeous. I want to challenge him. In that position, can I lower him again? He's great right there. Man, is that perfect? I mean, you ought to be going crazy. The crowd should be roaring, should be blowing the doors off. The crowd should be going, can this guy lower this neck anymore? So I'm going to challenge him. I'm going to challenge him to lower it from there. There. More. It's not when him coming up and resisting me is what's teaching him. I'm not trying to avoid resistance. I'm trying to use the resistance to teach this horse how to lower his neck. Good boy. Good boy. Now I'm going to quit riding him. I'm going to go out of the jog. So this is what all horses have to learn. I'm not riding this horse. He should go into a walk and he should go into a stop without me pulling on the reins. When they do that, I'm going to pet him to say, horses that have no forward are easier for me to ride. I can always get a horse to go forward. I don't like a horse that runs off of me anytime he wants to. I want him to know, hey, this is the best place for you to be. I will tell you this, the horse that does this is the hardest horse to ride because of the resistance. They're going to say, I'd rather do this than anything in the world. But if I get him to understand that I'm the alpha leader, and he has to go forward, then he'll be waiting and trust me for everything. And all I have to do is quit riding and it's over. There's no dance, there's no, they go, oh, thank you, I get to stand still. Rather than dancing and prancing and running around the pen. So when I stop one, I'll do the same thing. I'll praise him, I'll flex him. And notice I touch him with my left spur, I touch him with my right spur, he needs to come around a little quicker. Touch him with the left spur, he needs to come around here a little quicker. Now that I'm feeling him out, I can say, I can be a little more aggressive to you in the little time I have to ask you to respond to me quicker when I touch you with those spurs. It's not a slow lollygag. It's come around when I touch you with that spur. Usually, this horse has got a lot of intelligence because where I see intelligence is a horse that tries me. That they actually challenge me a little bit. They've got usually huge hearts once they learn to trust that you're the alpha leader, and they'll trust you even more. The horse that just does everything for you all the time is not very athletic to me. They just don't have the gut, the heart. My mare, you can ask Kim, she tries to buck me off about 3 times a year. I'm not proud of that, but she keeps saying, are you on your toes? If you want me to be an athlete, you better be on your toes.
We saw that.
Yeah. So we're just going to trot him this way a little bit and try to lower his neck.